Everybody's hungry. I'm going to call standing committee to order. We've got SR 221 from Senator Burns. Senator Burns made it in yet? This is a joint study committee on runoff elections to determine the best course of action with regards to runoffs. Is there any questions? So this is it's a joint study committee, so it is subject to crossover, which is why I'm moving it out of standing. And just so everybody understands posture, if it's just a Senate study committee is not subject to crossover, so it's still alive, as well as some resolutions. So, Senator Burns, will you come up and tell us about your SR 221? And we've got snacks if anybody likes it.
That's right.
Likes something.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. SR 221 is a study committee request to take an in-depth look at runoff elections. As the committee knows and the Senate and the House knows, we've had a large number of expensive runoffs, and this is a joint study committee, so it also have to go through the House process as well, but I'd appreciate the opportunity to pursue this issue.
All right, any questions for the author? All right, hearing none. Any, what's the will of the committee? Oh, I've got a motion do pass from Senator Robertson, second from Senator Beach. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. Motion passes unanimous.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. All right, we're going to.
You had a nay for
Oh, I did have a nay? All right,
Minority
did you
leader.
mark it? All right, I have one nay. She doesn't like joint study committees. You just don't like working with the House, do you? I don't blame you. All right, we're going to adjourn out of standing and reconvene under our rules and look at the rules consideration calendar. Do we have extra, or where are the extra yellow sheets? We've got yellow sheets up here if anybody would like one. We are going to start, and we're going to go in numerical order as best I can. All right, starting out SB 10, Senator Jones of the 10th.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members of the Rules Committee. SB 10 deals with drag racing and laying tracks and holding those responsible that attend these events liable. It passed out of the Public Safety Committee unanimously, and it passed out of this committee last year. However, it did not, didn't have time, it did not make crossover.
Okay. Any questions? I'll add a little plug for him. Lucas's testimony on the floor on that is well worth the price of admission, just FYI. So, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
All right, SB 117, Senator Williams, the frequent flyer. You got like 1 million rules, sky miles.
Well, I'm trying. I'm trying. The 117, all funeral homes in the state of Georgia will love you. They will get out and campaign for you in your next election to help you get reelected.
Some of you.
Anyway, that's one that we did last year that's cleanup and needs to go again.
All
I
right,
appreciate
next.
it. 368, second page, government transparency, campaign finance, foreign nationals. This prevents and makes people that are receiving money from foreign governments, foreign money, register with state ethics so that we can keep foreign money out of elections.
All right, 411.
Elections preferential treatment, such as people coming up in wheelchairs like this, especially if they have small children, they can go right up to the front of the line to vote. And this
All right.
is something that is very much needed.
418.
Georgia Peace Officer Standard Training. This is something that would have the peace officers going through post-recognize animal abuse. The animal abuse also it goes into the RICO Act, and with the animal abuse becomes dog fighting, cockfighting, that kind of stuff.
471.
That's professions in business, certain license issued This helps stop the bottlenecking of renewing your license. Instead of doing it every other year, you would be renewing your license every 4 years.
SR 454.
Yes, sir, that's a constitutional amendment that only American U.S. citizens can vote in our elections.
All right.
Thank
Any
you, sir.
questions on any of those? Hearing none. All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Great presentation. Senator Strickland, Judiciary Chairman, are you with us? There you are.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Is there a theme set for Monday yet for the bills that'll be picked?
We're going to do some workforce development stuff.
Workforce
but we're going to do a lot of other stuff too.
So first one, I have Senate Bill 143. This is for workforce development for judges to make sure there's parity in how the retirement works for all judges.
I love it.
Second bill on page 3, Senate Bill 454. It's good for working families and workforce development in our state. It amends the laws when it comes to child support to do some much needed updates.
Okay. Is that all you got?
That's all I got.
Good job.
Thank you.
All right. Senator Steele of the 48th.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a workforce development bill for future workers. This is boundless opportunities for Georgia Students Act. This is a Senate Bill 147, if you're looking at there. So this was passed through favorably last year. It did not make crossover, and
Why?
it didn't get picked.
Oh, why?
We had a whole lot of bills that day.
Okay.
Just too big of a number.
But you're going to stand out this time.
This has been edited significantly, and it is now has the blessing of the GAEL organization with it, and this is only a school system to school system transfer.
Okay. Any questions? You got anything else? I don't think you did.
No, sir.
All right. Couldn't get anything else out of committee, huh? All right, SB 171, Senator Burns.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Great workforce development bill. Senate Bill 171 just helps us clarify some language in development authorities for timely reappointment and training. Thank you for your consideration.
All right. You didn't have anything else? didn't
Not at this
see
time,
anything.
but you'll see
Okay.
soon, more soon.
Okay. Senator Halpern, there you are. SB 235, our HBCU Innovation and Economic Prosperity Planning Districts Act.
Yes.
This actually is a workforce development bill.
This is a workforce development bill. And the creation of this commission would help to support the schools and the communities around them and demonstrate direct ways for the government, corporate, philanthropic interests to improve the infrastructure, resources on and off the campus. And these districts could streamline investment into housing, digital infrastructure, small business development, clean energy, emergency response, and workforce development.
Any questions? All right, thank you. Is that all? That's all you had, isn't it? Okay. SB 255, Senator Payne.
Good afternoon, Mr. Chairman. This is been here before. It's amends Title 16 regarding prohibition of illegal gambling on dogfighting to add cockfighting as well.
All right, any questions? Thank you. Senator James, you're right there. Would you like to? You got something on here?
I don't see it on there yet, but
Well, which one are we looking for?
I hope to have two bills. One is about the Senate Bill 125. I know it's probably not on there, from Urban Affairs. Also, the one for domestic violence. I saw two, but not mine.
Okay.
For
Do you know the number? I'll check
oh,
on it for you.
Lord.
Ma'am?
No, I
Okay, I'll just
sent
check on it.
another
You
one,
got two.
but I don't remember.
All right, I got
Thank
note.
you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'll be back.
All right, Senator Watson of Savannah. Dang, I ran him out of this committee too. All right. Senate Bill 308, Senator Harbin. Do we need to bring anybody in from Texas on the projector?
Not right now.
Okay,
We'll get them later, sir.
all right.
This is a retirement bill for legislators. That fund is currently at 134%. What it does, you have to be 65 or over, 10 years of service, and it raises it from $28 to $50. And that one is one that we pay out of our salaries, and it only pays if we go under the percentage of 100%, which we'd have to lose money from that standpoint. And I did talk to the auditor on it. He said he's comfortable with that, and I have a letter already on that. Also, if I can, sir, on page 2.
378.
378 is a trafficking bill increasing the penalties for trafficking of children and those that are mentally impaired. It raises the penalty. It currently is between 10 and 20 years. This raises it to 30 years or life imprisonment from that standpoint. Right below that is SB 381, is Assurance Quality in Government. And it is a survey to state agencies that will have to post the surveys that are voluntary after the call. And after you make a call, you will be able to ask, well, are they kind and courteous? Do they resolve your problem? And when you recommend them for a job, and how long did you have to remain on hold? That has to be posted on the website of that agency quarterly.
All right, I'm going to put you on hold. Any questions? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, next up, we got Senator Watson, still not here. Senate Bill 324, Senator Jackson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a bill that will create an address confidentiality program for anyone who's a survivor of domestic violence, stalking, someone who is in fear of their lives. The Secretary of State's office would be responsible. There are 42 states that already have this kind of program, so we're a little late to the game, but this is a bill that if we pass it and make it a law, it will literally save lives because it'll allow people to move and have their new addresses hidden from the person that's trying to hurt them.
Okay, any questions? Thank you. And Senator Aaron Vitarte, Senate Bill 351.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This bill is basically a great social media bill, protect the children of Georgia, adding parental consents and other long overdue upgrades around cyberbullying, protecting kids in schools in Georgia.
Okay. All right. Is that all you got? Senator Albers, 363.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This allows our officers at GIPSTIC to be able to assist statewide and have the same post-certified powers to be a force multiplier when called upon.
Okay.
Next one is 417 on page 3. This is the annual cleanup and department bill for the Insurance and Safety Fire Commissioner. Keep going to Senate Bill 472. That's combating organized retail crime. It's a technical update to the Inform Act, which we passed a year ago. And then 473 is the Georgia Consumer Privacy Protection Act in order to protect all of our personal information that's being moved about online.
Senator Beach.
Can you talk a little more about Senate Bill 472, the organized retail crime? Have you protected employees? Like if someone goes into a Lululemon and starts stealing, if the employee tries to stop them, last year they got fired. Does that address this in here at all?
This
Protecting
is actually
those
part
employees?
of, this is a different bill, Senator. I know what you're talking about. It's very important. This is relating to them putting the stolen merchandise on online marketplaces. So it's a different area of the code that we're dealing with, but I'd love to work with you on that part as well.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, Senator Dolezal, SB 365.
Senate Bill 365 is a bill that codifies statewide something we did in Forsyth County, which provides an opt-in opportunity for parents. When they opt in, the school system needs to inform them what materials their children check out of school. It also clarifies on our harmful to minors bill that we passed either last session or the session before, what materials apply to that. And then lastly, it clarifies what records parents have access to when they request records from the school system.
Okay. Any questions? Senator Hickman, SB 384.
We'll get to it.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This is a workforce development bill. This is actually a bill that state of Georgia will create. State of Georgia as a model employer program for the recruitment, hiring, advancement, and retention of qualified individuals with disabilities at all levels. And this is for state and local government.
Senator James, can you tell me what he just said?
You always ask. Can I?
He said vote for my bill. No.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Chairman, can I? Can I mention another?
Keep going, Senator Hickman. What you got? What else?
Okay. Mr. Chairman, this is Senate Bill 497.
There you go.
And this is a workforce development bill also. And this expands the high-demand career apprenticeship program of TCSG. I think I'm learning too much from Senator Burns about talking fast.
Did you say 497?
No.
Yes, sir, 497, Senate Bill 497.
Yep. That puppy ain't even made it to the general
That's right.
calendar.
It just came out of committee yesterday. I just want to bring it up.
We don't talk about those yet.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Senator Rapp, you're
This
recognized.
time it wasn't me.
This is true. This is true. You get a star today so far. All right, Senator Dixon, SB 393. Are you with us? Oh, I forgot. You're on the committee.
Yeah, this is my dirt bill having to do with soil classifiers that would allow them to get to.
All right, next.
Next would be SB 395. This would make opioid anti-agents like Narcan readily available in schools.
Yep. Anything else?
Yeah, I've got two more. SB 459. This would require the State Board of Education to develop a comprehensive civics education program for kindergarten through 12th grade.
All right, 464.
464. Currently, the State Board of Education's been giving a $200 stipend to teachers for classroom materials. That money's running out. This would just codify that program in law, but it would be subject to appropriations.
Fair enough. Okay. Senator Eccles, SB 399.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This actually is a workforce development bill. This bill came from the Senate Workforce Study Committee that met over the summer. It encourages the Commissioner of the Technical, or TCSG and USG to coordinate their efforts and expand credit transfer opportunities between the two systems.
Any questions for the author? That is a good workforce bill.
Thank you.
All right, Senate Bill 402. Senator Ginn, my distinguished vice chairman.
Yes,
Sure.
basically what this is the buddy bill. Or as Gooch calls it, the dating bill. Help those 16-year-olds. I had a group of them down here today that you put a 16-year-old in a car that's not experienced in driving, puts them at risk. We'll make sure they got somebody there that can be an unrelated individual in the car with them.
All right. Senator Robertson, SB 413.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is elections bill that sets the dates for special tax elections such as ESPLOS and others, so that they have to be held during regular elections.
All right.
And I have a Senate Resolution 570, which would establish a study committee to look into the Georgia Department of Corrections.
Okay. All right. SB 429, Senator Dolezal, Small Business Protection Act of 2020.
Mr. Chairman, is really the centerpiece of the governor's red tape rollback initiative this year. Changes the number for a small business in code from 100 to 300, places limitations on agency rulemaking, puts in place what we're going to call zero-based rulemaking, whereby they're reviewed every 7 years, and has really a number of things to help ensure that we don't have an ever-growing amount of regulations that businesses have to comply with.
All right, thank you. Senator Kennedy, I inadvertently went over you, SB 414.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This provides protections for charities from government overreach and information that they collect. It also maintains and encourages donations to charities for their work. It is also a workforce development measure, Mr. Chairman, as well as it's good for the workers of Georgia. It's good for veterans. It's good for children. It's good for farmers. And it's good to keep Georgia #1 place to do business.
Man. All right. let's move on. SB 433, Senator Cowsert.
This is a bill to give them.
Gives
a mechanism for donors who have given contributions with specific intentions of what they be, applied to enforce those agreements.
Okay.
I have one other one that's real
Go
quick,
ahead.
if I could hit it. It's SB 520 on our back page, and this is just lining up state law with federal law on provisions to recover child support. Instead of calling them income deduction orders, as our code does now, we're complying with federal law, calling them income withholding orders.
Okay, good deal. Next up, Senate Bill 440, Senator from 28th. Are you with us? That's me. All right, that sets up the pilot program for the ACE grants, which are Accelerated Career Diploma Program, and it actually is a really good workforce development bill, as I'm convincing myself. And one thing it does is it comes out of a recommendation from our study committee this summer on simplifying the what is it, dual enrollment program, and we're going to take it down, instead of having 2 lists out there, take it down to 1, and that'll be out of the governor's workforce development group. We'll help determine that. So, Senate Bill 450, Senator Kennedy.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. This simply removes the ambiguity from the probate code to make sure that you do have a right to a de novo appeal to the Superior Court when you're having a will contest case.
All right, Senator Hatchett, are you with us? There you are. Thought you'd be down there licking your wounds.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 479, secondary metal recyclers. I presented this bill to you guys before. It's a cleanup bill from last year. And the last one is the road naming bill.
Ooh.
Started out with one road. Now it has a lot of roads on it.
Were you the first to introduce a road naming bill this year?
I don't think I was the first. But
Well, how'd you get stuck with it?
I may have been. I was asked by the chairman of transportation.
Mr. Chairman, sure.
Mr. Chairman, I just have a question. Which number is higher, the amount of Senate bills the House has passed or the amount of votes that Bo Hatchett got on his?
He actually ended up voting for that bill, by the way.
He voted for it. He
tried to gut it,
against
then
it
he
before he was
voted
for it.
Yeah.
I'm against false advertising. We just legalized it. You just have to do it with a notification on a billboard. That's why I was trying to make my point.
Let's not rehash this. All right.
What does Cardin think about it?
Senate Bill 494, Senator Watson of the 11th.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Members of the committee, this is a Ag Department bill dealing with the hemp industry in our state. It's creating some licensing and registration for the hemp industry in our state. Currently, we regulate our farmers and our processors, but we do not regulate wholesalers or retailers. And so this is creating those licenses within this bill. We had pretty much unanimous support from the industry, the hemp industry during committee testimony. And at the end of the day, it's about protecting our Georgia businesses, our Georgia consumers, and our Georgia farmers, and most importantly, our children that are using this stuff and can now purchase this stuff. There is another bill that I think the senator from the 29th has affecting this as well that's moving through the process.
Okay. Any questions? SR 82, Senator Summers. I noticed you and Senator Hatchett weren't sitting next to each other. Is everything okay?
Only because the seat was taken.
All right.
Everything's perfect, I guarantee you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you so much for hearing Senate
He does pay
Resolution
taxes.
82. This is ACCG brought this to me. This is basically a bill that county governments can get derelict property back on to the tax records. It makes it easier to move these properties that are no longer on the tax records out. They can't sell for various reasons. I can go over it if you need to.
No, we're good, but we got some questions. Senator Anderson.
Senator, I can't see but half of your bill. I mean,
Well, I tried to warn you on that, to be honest with you now.
Hold on. You can't yield in here. Senator Robertson.
Yes, sir. Chairman, if this property contains a billboard, do you have to recuse yourself from voting on this bill?
No, sir, I'll just buy it.
Thank you.
Hold on. Any more questions? All right, you're gone. All right, Leader Gooch, SR 609. 45.
Bill.
Another road naming bill?
Yep. Second.
Road naming bill or roundabout naming bill?
Roundabout naming.
Y'all don't want to marry your bills together?
This one's got to ride separate. It's a little special deal with Indian Affairs.
All right, let's get some order here. Let's pick a few. Remember, workforce development. You know, having a good lawyer fight today, nothing like seeing a good lawyer fight puts me in a good bipartisan mood. That we're going to lead off with the leader of the minority party. I'm going to let you have the first pick today. What number are you, 12?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I am number 12. And you know I've been waiting for this moment.
I've been waiting for you.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. So I am going to choose Senate Bill 235 on page 1.
Oh, wait, that one's not available.
Oh, yes, it
No, I'm
is,
just teasing.
Mr. Chairman.
I'm just
Yes, it
teasing.
is.
All right, Senate Bill 235. All right, next up, Senator Kennedy, President Pro Tem.
Chairman, Senate Bill 450, please, 450.
450 on the third page, halfway down. 50. Leader Gooch.
Senate Bill 171, first page.
Senate Bill 171. My Vice Chairman.
We're going to do the buddy bill.
Buddy Bill, what's the number?
402.
402. Bottom of second page. All right. Senator Anavatarte.
You know what, Mr. Chairman, I'm going to pick a really great workforce bill, and I think that's Senate Bill 440.
Ooh, very nice. Good choice. All right.
Maybe I'll get another pick.
What'd you pick? What was your number? Senator Harbison.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Senate Bill 324.
Senate Bill 324. Bottom of first page. And then 440 got picked. Let me circle that out. All right, Senator Robertson.
Great Workforce Development Bill, SR 570.
SR
Carrying that bill.
570. Are you tracking how many we? Oh, okay. All right. Senator Cowser.
We'll get on the charitable team here. SB 433 on page 3.
433. Picking his own bill.
I wasn't the first one to do that today.
Oh, no, you weren't. Senator Dolezal.
Go with
Pick your own bill.
Senate Bill 147, please, Mr. Chairman.
God, you're killing me. All right, I got some workforce development bills I'm going to put on. SB 351. SB 384. SB 399. And SB 429. How many we got?
We have 9 plus, I think it's 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. So third. All right, we'll keep going. We'll keep going. Nope. Senator Jones. SB 10. Should have picked them. Maybe they get picked. All right. Senator Albers.
Go for Senate Bill 473.
Where we at? All right, I'm gonna do one more. Senator Beach.
I'm gonna go with Senate Bill 368.
Senate Bill 368. 16 bills. I think I missed a few. Let me double check your sheet. So 1, 2, 35, 324. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 433, 440, 450, and 473 is 5. That's our 570. So that's 16. All right, I'm gonna add SR 583 and SR 609. Those are the two road naming bills. Expect those to move fast. All right, here's what we got. SB 10, SB 147, SB 171, SB 235, SB 324, SB 351, SB 368, SB 384, SB 399, SB 402, SB 429, SB 433, SB 440, SB 450, SB 473, SR 570, SR 583, and SR 609. I've got a motion from my vice chairman. I got a second from Senator Albers. Any further discussion? Hearing none. All in favor say aye. Aye. All opposed, don't say anything. Any noes? That motion passes unanimous. Get to your committees, but grab your lunch. Meeting, have a motion to adjourn.